Cougars. First, starting lineup for the visiting Cougars. At guard, number 22, Tim May.
And we're introducing the starting lineup for this championship game of the Beekmantown tournament. Number 22, Tim Fay. Number 40, Tim LeCount. Andy Young, number 4. Alan Racine, number 44. And number 34, Travis Misek. And the Eagles starting lineup. Number 21, Emmanuel Charlemagne. Nick Fortunatus, number 22. Kelly Blake, number 25. Ryan Donahue, number 34. And Cale Marks, number 33. And the rest of the Cougar roster: number 10, Will Manette; number 12, Chris McComb; number 14, Connor McManus; 20, Dan Davidson; 24, Ross Lucy; 30, Tom McGrath; 32, Nate Castine; number 50, Eric Willett, not playing tonight; and number 52, Matt Willett. And for the Eagles, number 14, Corey Daniels; 20, Kevin Sanders; 23, Dennis Fowler; 24, Jeff Rossett; 30, Kevin Lund; 31, Chris Perron. And the Eagles are coached by Meso Dubois. Cougars are coached by Orville Netto, assisted by Randy LeBombard. Managers Chad LeBombard and Dan Millette. And the Cougar scorekeeper is Natalie Aintel. Referees for tonight's contest, Pat McGinn and Arnie Miller. And the Eagles get the tip-off. Blake. And it's a jump ball, and Northeastern will get it back. Good defense by Timmy LeCount. And the Eagles are going to start out with a full court press.
The Eagles seem to have forgotten the national anthem tonight, Mike.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Any other tournament, we'd be listening to the national anthem right now.
LeCount into Racine. Racine wide open, up and in. Alan Racine, 4-2. Long pass down for Fortunatus. Shot is taken by Donahue, rebounded by Fay.
Championship game of the Beekmantown Invitational. Both teams want to send a message here for the CVA season.
Blocked, but Fay gets it back. Loses it again. From behind, he steals it. Picked up by LeCount. Bounce pass to, and LeCount with the shot. Timmy LeCount for 2, 4-0 Northeastern. Fortunatus, and just outside the foul line, off the back of the rim. 2 Cougars for the ball. Finally out of bounds, and the Eagles will keep it. 2 Cougars went for the ball. It deflected and went right to Nick Fortunatus. Now Charlemagne outside to Blake. Blake again with the ball. To Donahue, up and in. Easy basket. Somebody lost their man. Easy basket for the Eagles. Racine. Back to LeCount. Too hard. Rebounded by Young. Up and in. And it's 6-2 Northeastern. Just about 2 minutes gone in this opening quarter. Nobody picked him up. He drove the entire length. And we've got a jump ball, and it looks like Beekmantown will get it. Cougars allowed Emmanuel Charlemagne to drive the length of the court and get that shot off. Blake right to Donahue. And Tim Fay with the first personal foul. Charlemagne will inbound. Long inbound to Donahue. It's blocked by LeCount, stolen by Fay. Pass to LeCount, up and in. Jimmy LeCount now with 4 points, and it's an 8-2 lead for Northeastern. Donahue. Finally over to Blake. Back to Blake. Blake for three. Off the rim, rebounded by LeCount. He drives. Didn't hit anything, and Blake with the rebound. Fast-paced game so far. Off the rim, rebounded by Young. And he gets it to LeCount. Cross midcourt. Pass underneath for Fay. Up. Too hard off the glass.
Didn't work, but it was a heck of a nice play.
Blake misses the layup. Rebounded by Misek. And LeCount brings it back down. I don't know how long these two teams can keep up with this. Now they're both number 22, so I don't know who's going to get the foul. Beekmantown, number 22. That's Nick Fortunatus with his first. Nate Castine into the game to replace Tim Fay. Inbound pass, intercepted, and the Eagles keep it. Back out for Charlemagne.
Cougars in a man-to-man.
Fortunatus beats his man, drives and making an easy basket. Still in the full court press. Young comes away with it. Back to Castine. Castine up for LeCount. LeCount drives, and it's good. Tim LeCount now with 6 points. 10-4 is the score. Northeastern by 3 now. Last shot by number 30, Kevin Lund. First three-pointer of the game. And it's 10-7, Northeastern by 3. That's how quickly that three-point shot can bring a team back into the game. Castine to Racine. Young just inside the foul line. Traveling is called, and the Cougars will get the ball back. McManus, Matt Willett, and Tim Fay back in the game to replace Misek, Young, and LeCount.
The way this game is going, that's what both teams are going to have to do. Put subs in, because everybody will be dead otherwise. They're just going to run out of steam.
Racine for McManus, and he's fouled by number 30, Kevin Lund. And that's Lund's first.
I think you're going to see the refs blow the whistle sometimes just so they can catch their own breath.
Could very well be. This is a fast-paced game for the first 4.5 minutes. Fay to McManus, and now Castine. Red pass, read by Chris Barone, and the Eagles come back. Blocked by Fay, out of bounds, and the Eagles will keep it. Tim LeCount back in, and Nate Castine out. Tom McGrath in to replace Alan Racine. Down to Lund. Now Blake. Back to Lund. Offensive foul called on Kevin Lund. Tim Fay had position a split second before Lund got there. Corey Daniels into the game to replace Kevin Lund. Inbound to LeCount. Pass intended for McGrath. Read by Donahue. The Eagles come right back. Blake over for Fortunatus and then Donahue. Blake thought about that three. Foul called on Matt Willett. That's his first. And the team's second. Both teams came out fast and furious, scored 17 points in about 4 minutes, 3.5 minutes. And since that time, neither team has been able to find the basket. Kelly Blake with his first point, 10-8, Northeastern by 2. Blake good on both of them. 1-point game. Young gets it into LeCount just as that 5-second ticker was going off. Count. Pass underneath for Willette, up and in. A very nice pass and an excellent basket by Matt Willette.
Cougars needed that one.
Two-pointer off the front of the rim, rebounded by Willette. And he gives it to LeCount. Northeastern by 3 with 2:12 remaining. Blake intercepts the pass. Basket is no good, but Tim LeCount gets the foul. That's his first. Manuel Charlemagne in to replace Nick Fortunatus. Blake on the line again. Blake 3 for 3 from the foul line. And Blake makes the Cougars pay for those fouls. 4 straight points from Kelly Blake. It's a 1-point game again, 12-11. Inbound to Fay. Knocked out of his hands, and the Eagles will get it back. That's the second or third time the Cougars have had trouble getting the ball in. Donahue, back to Blake, back to Donahue. Traveling called, and Northeastern will get the ball back.
The Cougars, they're almost telling them to set a pick for each other. They weren't trying to set a pick, they were just trying to get open on their own.
LeCount makes it look easy. 8 points now for Tim LeCount. Donahue, off the rim, rebounded by Matt Willette. He gives it to LeCount. To Racine for 3, off. Rebounded by LeCount, turns and shoots, and it's good. LeCount with the hot hand. Tim Fay with his second personal foul. Tim Fay out, Ross Lucy into the game for Northeastern. Charlemagne to Daniels. Pass underneath for Donahue. Foul is called on Alan Racine. And that's his first personal foul. Daniels out, and he's replaced by Nick Fortunatus. And the Eagles perfect from the foul line. That's what's keeping them in the game. 6 straight points from the foul line for the Eagles. LeCount drives, loses the ball. Young is there, up. Off the rim, too soft. And Racine with the rebound. Lucy. Back to Racine. Underneath for Young. He's fouled. Number 31, Chris Perrone with his first personal foul. And this is Northeastern's opportunity to get some of those baskets back that they gave the Eagles. And Young good on the first one. And Andy Young now with 4 points. It's a 5-point Northeastern lead, 18-13. 55 seconds remaining in this opening quarter. Fortunatus back to Charlemagne. Finally Blake on the far side for 3 points. And it's good. Nick Fortunatus. Lucy. To LeCount. LeCount to Racine. Willett turns and shoots. Rebounded by Donahue. Northeastern seems to be forcing the ball. They've got the lead, and yet they still seem to be in a hurry and forcing some low percentage shots.
Once they get the ball down there, they should set up some kind of an offense, but they keep pressing it.
And Matt Willett now with his second personal foul. Cougars with 16 fouls now. At one time, Beekmantown had 3 and Northeastern had 1, and it's the complete turnaround in the second half of this first period. Ryan Donahue will take a rest, and he's replaced by Cale Marks.
They had the chance to tie the ball game.
That's the first foul shot the Eagles have missed tonight.
McGrath in with Willett with 2 foul shots. Addo wants to make sure he doesn't pick up a third with 4 seconds to go in the period.
Rebounded by LeCount with 2 seconds left. Lucy didn't see the clock, and that's the way the first period comes to an end with the Cougars in the lead, 18-16. A lot of points scored for one period. Start the second quarter with Northeastern in possession. Fay. Pass down to Young. Young with the short jumper. Off the rim, rebounded by the Eagles. And Charlemagne will bring the ball down for Beekmantown. Blake for 3, off. And Beekmantown will keep it.
Good try by Misek, but apparently couldn't keep it in bounds.
Quick pass underneath. Misek with the rebound. Number 22, that's Nick Fortunatus with his second personal foul. And the Cougars will get it. Still with the full court press. Long inbound pass, finally taken by Young. Fay for Racine. Racine with the jumper, misses everything, rebounded. And LeCount now with 12 points.
LeCount's getting some big rebounds underneath there and offensive boards that are resulting in points.
Blake with the shot, and he's good. Kelly Blake now with 6 points. It's a 2018 2-point lead for the Cougars. Count. Pass for Fay, intercepted by Charlemagne. And the Eagles have a chance to tie it. Nice pass. Blake This is the shot, but he's fouled.
Before the shot. Seventh team foul, so it'll be a 1-and-1.
And that is Tim LeCount's second personal foul. Both Cougars starting guards have 2 fouls. That's something Northeastern has to watch out. Rebounded by Racine, outlet to Young. Out of bounds, and the Cougars will keep it. Inbound to LeCount. To Misek, up and in. Travis Misek. Real nice pass by Jimmy LeCount, and Misek made no mistake about the basket. So it's a 4-point lead for Northeastern, 22-18. Charlemagne to Blake. Back to Charlemagne. Fortunatus for 3. And it's good. That's his second 3-pointer of the game. Fortunatus now with 8 points, and it's a 1-point game. And Andy Young counters for 3. And it's back to a 4-point game. Blake for 3. And it's back to a 1-point game. This time the Eagles intercept. Donahue misses the layup. And Racine with the foul. Tom McGrath into the game to replace Alan Racine. Cougars early in this game losing their cool, a lot of fouls. That could really change this game in the third and fourth quarter. And Donahue now with 5 points, ties the game up. Northeastern, who had at one point had a 6-point lead, finds the game tied.
Not for long.
Inbound to Fay. Over for Young. Back to LeCount. LeCount for 3. Off the back of the rim. And Blake comes away with the ball. Fortunatus. Nice pass underneath. Nick Fortunatus now with 10 points. Way back to Young. Long pass for McGrath. And finally LeCount gets the ball. Pass underneath for Misek, and he's fouled by number 31, Chris Perron.
Cougars are very lucky that Misek didn't pick up a foul on that.
I was looking down, I didn't see what happened.
He was fouled and he pushed the player. There's no reason for that.
For some reason, Cougars have not trailed in this game, and yet they're losing their cool, and I don't understand why.
They're trailing by 3 right now.
Well, right now they're trailing, but they didn't trail up to this point. They hadn't trailed at all. They by score anyway, they were in control of the game, but not in control of their emotions. And McGrath will inbound for Northeastern. LeCount rolls around and in. Jimmy LeCount now with 14 points.
I think he just picked up his 3rd foul.
And he did. Tim LeCount with his 3rd personal foul. And that's going to hurt Northeastern. They're going to have to sit him. And they may have to sit him for the rest of the first half. And as I said, there are too many fouls in situations where the Eagles have countered with their foul shots, made good on their foul shots, and that's the story of this game so far. 28-27, Beekmantown by 1. Nate Castine in to replace Tim LeCount. Just like that, Corey Daniels makes the Cougars pay for their fouls. Dan Davidson also in for Northeastern. Timeout called, NCCS. 29-27, Beekmantown by 2 with 4:42 remaining in the second quarter. Good on the second. 2-point lead for the Eagles, 29-27. And Willett finally gets the ball. Back to Fay.
And this time the Cougars didn't rush the shot. They're going to set up an offense.
Castine, back to Young. Thrown away. And the Eagles with an opportunity now to take a 5-point lead or more.
They can shoot those threes.
There it is. Nick Fortunatus, he's left wide open. He now has 13 points. And the Cougars find themselves in a hole. Young gets it to Castine, back to Young. Northeastern seems disorganized. Basket is good by Castine. Just as I say that, Fortunatus. Foul is on Beekmantown. Corey Daniels with his first, and that's the 7th team foul. And if the Cougars can make these foul shots and make Beekmantown pay for their fouls, as Beekmantown has made Northeastern pay so far in this game, that could turn it around for the Cougars. But right now, and in the last few minutes, they've seemed very rattled. Jeff Frissett into the game to replace Kelly Blake. Rebounded by Willett. And it's good. Matt Willett now with 4 points. Daniels, 4-3.
Matt Willett, coming off the bench, has done an outstanding job tonight, Mike.
Yes, he has. Fay in the center. Fay drives and shoots. Off the back of the rim. Steals the ball. Up and in. Fay with the steal in the basket. Cuts the Beekmantown lead to 3, 36-33. Set.
Cougars have got to come wide. Try to stop this 3-point shooting. It's tough to do when you're playing a zone.
Stolen by Fay. To Castine. Over for Young. Nothing there. He needs to bring it back out again. Wasted shot. And Donahue with the rebound and McGrath with the foul. As I was saying, they had the ball, they had possession, they had a chance to come within one, and a very low percentage shot. Once the ball was inside and there was nothing open, the only thing to do is get it back out and look for another shot.
Sometimes it looks like the boys think there's a shot clock too, as there is in girls basketball. But when the pressure's on, everything's going at 90 miles an hour out there, it's tough to slow things down.
And after that, Castine comes away with the ball. Racine from Fay. Back to Fay. Underneath for Racine. He turns and shoots. It's good. Now in Racine, now with 4 points. 1 point Beekmantown lead. Bissett. Another 3-point shot, and it's good. That's 4 3-pointers for Nick Fortunatus.
Eagles are living with that 3-pointer right now. They're moving the ball around and taking some outstanding 3-point shots, and they're hitting. It's a great play when they go in. Mike, I've been wondering why Brian Boyer from NAC is here instead of being in Osable with the Bobcats, but I think I've got an idea that maybe a little scouting is going on here.
Bobcats face Beekmantown pretty soon?
Not till the next division. Northeastern and Beekmantown, I think, are the next CVAC game. So
January 3rd.
These guys will face each other shortly thereafter. The Cougars don't face the Bobcats till the 20th of January.
And Racine now with 5 points.
I'm not sure when the Eagles do. It might be a week or so before that.
Racine now with 6 points, and it's a 2-point game, 39-37. Beekmantown by 2. Donahue, and he's fouled by Nate Castine. That's his first.
I hope he got some help. He was flying straight down when he made the foul. 3-point shots, Mike. At the moment, we got a 2-point difference in the ball game.
Beekmantown with 7 3-pointers, 21 points out of their 40 scored from the 3-point line.
And the Cougars with only one.
I'd have to say at least 10 have been scored from the foul line, so that's 31 points. So most of Beekmantown's points, most of their 41 points have come from either the 3-point line or the foul line. Underneath for Willett. Up and in. Matt Willett now with 6 points. Donahue drives too hard off the glass. Rebounded by Racine. And Castine will bring it over midcourt. Pass to Fay. Stops and shoots. Good. Tim Fay now with 4 points.
We're knotted up again.
Donahue out to Marks, back to Blake. Fortunatus. Blake wants that 3-pointer. Off the rim, rebounded by McGrath. To Castine through his fingertips. And traveling is called. Andy Young is in to replace Tom McGrath. The crowd really into this game. Inbound to Castine. Castine loses it, and the Eagles will get it back. And with 56 seconds left in this first half.
Castine made that Cardinal sin of trying to dribble through a press. There's an opening, go, but if not, you got to look up and pass that ball.
Beekmantown looking for that 3-point shot again. Donahue. Charlemagne. Off the rim, that's the first one he's missed tonight.
Cougars weren't a man-to-man, they're back in their zone.
Blake has it stripped, and Castine gets the foul. That's his second. Cougars with 12 fouls so far in this first half. A lot of fouls for Northeastern. McGrath getting ready to come back in. In and out, and rebounded by Racine. Outlet to Fay. Now Castine down for Young. With 12 seconds remaining, they've got plenty of time. And the Cougars will keep the ball. And McGrath is in to replace Matt Willett. Inbound to Fay.
5 seconds.
McGrath, he's fouled. Oh my God. Oh my God. Now a technical foul. I think on Alan Racine. How can that be? He was pushed. He was pushed a good 6 inches, and then he gets called for traveling. I'm sorry. That's a terrible call. That is an absolutely terrible call. Donahue on the line for to shoot the technical fouls. He'll get one more.
Well, if you look at it again, I think we're going to see that when McGrath got the ball, his feet were crossed and tangled. And a ref will sometimes look at that, and that's all the ref sees. Of course, he was squared up when he got the ball, and he got pushed. The ref would have saw the push instead of the tangled feet.
Buzzer.
Big shot there to end the half.
And you can look at the Cougars as they go off the field with their heads down. I don't know what the second half is going to bring, but Northeastern does not look like they even want to play. And the first half comes to an end with the Eagles in the lead, 45-41.
Cougars came out of the locker room not much more excited than they were when they went in, Mike. Eagles come out with their heads up and they get the ball first.
This is a big moment right now in this game. Cougars could very quickly get into foul trouble. A lot of players with 3 fouls rather. Jump ball, Northeastern will get it. But that three-pointer, Nick Fortunatus with 5 3-pointers in the first half. He had a total of 19 points. And that last three-pointer really did a job on Northeastern. And after Fay made the bad pass down one end, there's a good play down the other end, knocked the ball out of bounds off the hands of Kelly Blake. And the Cougars get it back. LeCount. Off to Misek. Young with the rebound, up and in. Blake for 3.
Looks like a twist.
And it's in, and Fay is down.
Might be a twisted ankle. Sometimes you can walk those off.
Nate Castine comes into the game, and Tim Fay will.
He's already walking better. He'll be back in, I think, in a minute.
Racine inbounds to LeCount. Back to Racine. Bad pass. Intercepted. And that's what Northeastern did not want to do. That's what Northeastern did not want to do.
Well, that same type of steal has been happening quite often today. The man receiving the ball has got to go to the ball on those.
And I think Ryan Donahue will pick up his first. No, that's Nick Fortunatus with his third. Nick Fortunatus, who dominated the first half with 19 points. And now Dale Marks with his first.
Cougars desperately need to put something on the scoreboard. They're down by 7. And a couple more unanswered baskets, and the Beekmantown will, I don't think, will look back. They'll keep right on going.
And Young will get another one. Andy Young now with 10 points, 3 in the second half. Cougars not watching.
Intentional foul. I didn't. Apparently he kicked him or something. I didn't see what happened. I didn't see Misek do anything on that one.
Misek
lay on
got
the floor
nailed.
and,
Misek got nailed, went down, and when he rolled over on his shoulder, his leg came up, and he made contact with a Beekmantown player.
We can look again, but I don't think there was anything there for a call.
Pat McGinn, you know, I didn't think so either, but Pat McGinn obviously thought that Misek brought the leg up intentionally, trying to trip the Beekmantown player, and I did not see that. And if there's breaks in the game, Northeastern has got none of them so far in tonight's contest. Down by 6. And Chris Perrone has an opportunity to put him down by 8. And Beekmantown will get the ball back after this. Perrone can't make the Cougars pay for that foul, but Beekmantown will keep the ball. Charlemagne to Blake. Blake drives, gives it off to Perrone. Perrone can't make it work, and rebounded by Racine. Castine stepped out of bounds. Stepped out of bounds, and the Eagles will get the ball back. Fay in for Castine. Donahue gives it to Fortunatus. Donahue
will travel
the lane and takes it. Cougars. 4 Cougars underneath the basket, and Charlemagne came in and took the rebound away from him. Partially blocked, but Donahue gets it, puts it back to Blake. And that's his third three-pointer, and the Eagles are threatening to take this game and blow it away. And there another call goes against Northeastern. Cougars have been rattled this whole game for some reason. Charlemagne drives, turns, and is blocked. Donahue gets the ball and he drives, but he's fouled by Tim Fay. That's his third. And Beekmantown gets the roll, or Ryan Donahue gets the roll, I should say. And that's his first point of the second half. He has 10 for the game. And it's a 10-point Beekmantown lead. Rebounded by Racine. Foul by Emmanuel Charlemagne. And you know, Calvin, it's not that desperate a situation. They're only 10 points down. They've got 5 minutes and 29 seconds remaining in this third period. They've got a whole fourth period. There's no need to rush to try and get all 10 points back in 30 seconds. Good offense, good defense, and they can be right back into this game.
Well, Beekmantown is dictating the pace of this ball game, Mike. And the Cougars have to do is they have to dictate the pace if they want to win. If Beekmantown comes out here and is allowed to play their game, then it's going to be helter-skelter like this, and that's the way it is. Cougars have got to come down and set up their offense and take some time off the clock. And get back on defense.
Fay back to Racine, full court press again. Fay to Racine. Thrown away again. And the Eagles will get the ball. Fortunatus for three. Off the front of the rim, and Young with the rebound. Fay with the shot, and it's good. Tim Fay off the glass. And it's 56-47, Beekmantown by 9. And Blake drives into the paint with the short jumper. Donahue with the rebound. Charlemagne with the jump shot. Off the rim. And again, rebounded on the offensive boards, and Blake for three. Kelly Blake now with his fourth three-pointer. And it's 59-47, Beekmantown by 12 with 4:25 remaining in the third period.
Kind of hard to beat a team when they take three shots and end up with a three-pointer out of it all.
Banging the boards. Beekmantown is taking this game away underneath the baskets. And although the Cougars have played well last night and earlier in tonight's game without Eric Willett, that's the big difference right now. Eric Willett under the baskets gives Northeastern a much stronger rebounding team, and without him under there, this is the result.
They have young Cheyenne Lombard here enjoying their first ball game, Mike.
And Willett is fouled.
Point lead for the Eagles, 4:13 on the clock.
And that was Emmanuel Charlemagne, rebounded by Willett. He gives it off to Fay. Fay with the jump shot, off the rim. Rebounded by the Eagles, Chris Perron. Blake to Donahue, too strong. Rebounded by LeCount. Long pass down for Fay. And Perron with the foul. That's his fourth. Not a very good pass. It worked for Northeastern this time, but not a very good pass. And the Cougars allow the Eagles to increase their lead with some bad passing again. Cougars just seem very lethargic. Down to Young. Young's open for the three. Tries to get a pass through. Fay picks up the loose ball, steals it. Willett to Racine. Racine for the short jumper. It's Kelly Blake with his first personal foul. Andy Young out and Connor McManus in for Northeastern. Cougars desperately need a basket. Donahue knocks the ball away and Blake comes away with the steal. Perone back to Charlemagne. Stolen by Fay. And he's good. Tim Fay now with 4 second-half points, gives him 8 for the game. 61-49. Knocked out of bounds by LeCount. And the Eagles will keep the ball. Travis Misek comes in to replace Matt Willett. Blake. Blake gets it back, gives it off to Perone. Perone up for 2. Chris Perone left all alone. Makes an easy 2 points. And another bad pass. LeCount comes away with it, and he's good. Was that a 3-pointer?
2.
Okay, LeCount for 2 more. Perone drives off the rim, rebounded by Willett. And he carried. He's got two Cougars wide open, waiting for the pass. And just like earlier, tries to dribble through and turns the ball over. Northeastern with a little bit of momentum, scored 4 straight points. And now they give Beekmantown an opportunity to widen their lead. Back to Blake, Donahue, and then Fortunatus. Charlemagne, and now Blake, wide open, and Misek with the foul.
Cougars are still playing the zone against these guys. They got to go man to man. I don't know why they haven't figured that out yet.
And Nick Fortunatus is out, and he's replaced by Kevin Lund.
The Eagles are just passing around and getting the Cougars out of position.
63-51, Beekmantown by 12. Charlemagne now with 3 points. And it's a 13-point lead for the Eagles, 64-51. Pass down for Fay. He saves it, but it's off the knee of McManus. And Donahue comes away with the ball. Stolen by Fay. Rebounded by Racine. Blocked. Rugby scrum underneath the basket. He looked after that steal as if Fay had it in his mind to give an alley-oop to Alan Racine. But it was a little bit too high off the glass, and Racine couldn't control it. The end result was a rugby scrum under the basket, and Beekmantown comes away on the jump ball.
This were football. Beekmantown will be called for jumping on that one.
And Charlemagne brings the ball down for the Eagles to Blake. Knocked out of his hands by LeCount, and the Eagles will keep it. Cougars are trying. They're trying to come back into this game. Finally into Lund.
Cougars in a man-to-man defense now.
Charlemagne.
No, I guess they're not. They're in the zone.
Lund hit a 3-pointer earlier, gets it into Perone. Perone, no place to go. Blocked by Fay. Blake, out of bounds. Good play, Tim Fay, a lot of hustle. Kelly Blake couldn't control it. And it went out of bounds off Blake, and the Cougars will get it. And Racine will inbound. Kale Marks into the game to replace Chris Perone. 64-51, Beekmantown by 13. McManus with the shot. It's good.
Both teams have now been warned to leave the ball alone after a shot that's successful.
64-53, Beekmantown by 11 with 45 seconds remaining in this third period, rather. Tim LeCount with his 4th personal foul. And that's the type of foul that I'm talking about when I say I don't understand it. When there is a lot more contact, like the rugby scrum underneath the basket. Nothing is called, but something like that is a foul. I have a difficult time with that. Blake, with a lot of hustle, controlled the ball to Kale Max, Marks. I'll be all right. Donahue, basket counts. And Alan Racine with his 3rd personal foul. Beekmantown now with a commanding 14-point lead. Misek drives and shoots, too hard off the glass, rebounded by Charlemagne. And Tim LeCount is out of the game. Tim LeCount will leave the game with 17 points. And that's going to hurt the Cougars. Arnie Miller taking it on the chin from the Cougar fans. A lot of fouls called against Northeastern tonight.
I think Northeastern's thought they saw a little carrying the ball before the foul.
Blake, too hard off the glass. Rebounded again. And that's the 3rd period. Comes to an end with the Beekmantown Eagles 67 and the Northeastern Clinton Cougars 53. Down to Fay to start this 4th quarter. Fay over for McGrath. Passed underneath. Out of bounds. Donahue read the pass. Inbound to Young. To Fay. Fay turns with a hook shot. Offensive foul is called. After that hook shot that I don't think Fay wanted to really take. He got position on Emmanuel Charlemagne. And Charlemagne is called for his 3rd personal foul. Inbound to Misek, back to Fay. Young. Bounce pass intended for Racine, out of bounds. And the Eagles will get the ball back. Timeout is called. With the score 67-53, Beekmantown by 14. 7:34 remaining in this fourth quarter. To Donahue. The Eagles having no trouble breaking the Cougar full court press. Donahue comes away with the errant pass and back to Fortunatus. Blake, Perone. The Eagles passing well. Blake, Fortunatus 4-3, off the front of the rim. Racine comes away with it. And finally Young. Racine, both players cut through the same lane. Racine had nobody to pass it to. And now Young to Misek. Off his fingertips, Perone comes away with it. And the Eagles in complete control of this game. To Donahue, and Racine is called for the foul. Alan Racine now with 4 personal fouls.
Beekmantown is controlling the tempo of this game so much, Mike, that trip down the floor, the Cougars look like they just met for the first time.
Donahue with 15 points. So far can give the Eagles a 15-point lead with this basket. And it's moved hard off the back of the rim, but rebounded by Blake. Charlemagne gets it back to Blake. Blake with all the time in the world. McGrath comes away with the rebound. Up for Racine. Offensive foul is called. And Racine not only fouls out of the game, but gives the Beekmantown Eagles another technical foul. The Cougars have to be able to deal with adversity a lot better than they're doing tonight.
Or last night.
Blake now with 19 points. And Beekmantown will keep the ball. It's a 68-53, 15-point lead for Beekmantown. And just like that, the Eagles put another 2 points on the board. Blake intercepts. Perone to Fortunatus. And Andy Young with the foul. Called Northeastern, 70-53, Beekmantown by 17, with 5:59 remaining in this fourth quarter. Fortunatus on the line. Just shoot the 1-on-1. Fortunatus now with 3 points in the second half, 22 for the game. And the Eagles with a 72-53 lead. Young, no place to go to Fay. Fay with the long shot, off balance.
The Cougars had any game plan. They've certainly thrown it out the door at this point.
Stolen by Fay, long pass down for McManus. Up and in. Blake to Donahue. Charlemagne wanted to take that three. Takes the short one. No rebounding for the Cougars. And Blake with two more. Offensive foul on Andy Young. And the Cougars making wholesale changes. Matt Willett, Ryan Lucy, or Ross Lucy rather, Dan Davidson, Chris McComb, and Nate Castine into the game for Northeastern. Fortunatus. Charlemagne. Perone. Fortunatus. Is fouled in the process of a three-point play. Three-point shot, I should say, and Chris McComb with his first personal foul. Fortunatus will shoot three. Jeff Frissett into the game to replace Kelly Blake. Fortunatus now with 25 points. Six points for Nick Fortunatus, and it's a 77-55 lead. Commanding lead by the Eagles. And McComb will bring it back for Northeastern. McComb with the shot off the back of the rim, rebounded by Willett. Blocked and out of bounds, and the Cougars will keep it. Corey Daniels into the game to replace Emmanuel Charlemagne. Willett, no place to go, gets it back to Lucy. And then McComb over to Castine. Foul on Chris Perone, and that's his fifth. And he will leave the game with 4 points. By Daniels. Daniels still controlling. All alone. Ryan Donahue all alone now with 8 points in the second half. Lucy. To Willett. Back to Lucy. Lucy with the shot. Off the rim. And And McComb had a chance to pick that ball up, but he thought it was going to be Northeastern's ball, so he let it go out of bounds. And the Eagles will get it. Ryan Donahue out, and he's replaced by Kevin Lund. And the Eagles could score 100 points in this game if they kept shooting three-pointers like they did early in the game. And here comes another one off the back of the rim. Rebounded by the Eagles. And he's fouled. Kevin Lund with the shot. And that's Matt Willette's third personal foul. Lund now with 4 points, and it's an 80-55 lead for the Eagles. Nick Fortunatus leaves the game with 26 points. And a nice round of applause from the Beekmantown faithful. Kevin Lund now with 5 points. And right there, an unforced turnover. And Beekmantown will have another opportunity to put more points on the board.
Lucy was looking to pass it, and looked up, and nobody was open, and he had to start dribbling again.
And it's good. Kevin Lund. And it's a 28-point lead. Who would ever thunk it? The Northeastern could be beaten by almost 30 points. Willette is good.
With 4 seconds to go in the first half, it was a 1-point game. Or a tie game, excuse me.
That's right, with 4 seconds to go, it was tied 41-41. And after a technical foul and a long three-pointer by Fortunatus, the Eagles took a 4-point lead and all the momentum and attitude into the locker room with them. Cougars came out with their head down and never recovered. They looked like they didn't even want to play anymore. And I guess that's... McComb gave up on it. And he was forced to foul as a foul of frustration. As we were saying, the Cougars came out in that second half. It looked like they really didn't even want to be here. They didn't want to play, and they've showed it in the second half. Since that time, when it was 41-41, Northeastern has scored 16 points. And Beekmantown has scored almost, well, they've scored 42 points since that time. The Cougars being outscored 42-16 is a pretty incredible number. With or without Eric Willette, that's a pretty incredible number. Kevin Lund on the line to shoot the 1-1. Rebounded by the Eagles again. Reset. Out of bounds, and the Eagles will keep it. Dennis Fowler into the game for the Eagles. Fowler for 3, and it's good. .56-57. Out of bounds, and the Cougars will keep it. Kevin Sanders into the game for the Eagles, and Corey Daniels is out. McComb gets it to Castine. Back to McComb. Willett turns and shoots, in and out. Rebounded by Castine, and it's good. Nate Castine now with 4 points.
He caught it in midair and put it back up before coming down.
Stolen by Dan Davidson. And I don't know what to call it. Did he call jump ball?
We'll find out together.
Foul on somebody. I don't know what the call is. Miller was going to call no basket. He did. It was a violation. After he shot the ball, he stepped over the line.
I have no idea what happened there. Something was said, or
no idea what the call was. I didn't see him say put his hand up for a technical foul.
Didn't see a technical. Didn't see an intentional call. I don't know.
And Sanders made the first one, but he violated, stepping over the line before the ball hit the rim. So he comes away empty-handed, but Beekmantown comes away with the ball. And again, I'm at a loss. I don't know what the call was. Three-point attempt by Sanders. Rebounded again by the Eagles. Dennis Fowler now with 5 points. And the Cougars are getting embarrassed here. Jeff Brissett with his first personal foul. The fourth period. And Davidson comes away with a long rebound. He's got a man open, doesn't see him. Davidson.
Castine slapped it out of there. What you got to do when you can't get the rebound, just keep it alive. Hope somebody on your team gets it.
I couldn't see him in there among all those guys. I knew somebody slapped it out, but I couldn't see who did it. Davidson, no place to go. Out to Lucy. Davidson drives and shoots. Now I saw Castine. Nate Castine with 4 second-half points, 6 for the game. And the Cougars break the 60 mark, 88-61. Rebounded by McComb, and he gives it to Davidson. 27 seconds remaining in this contest. Castine to Willett. Willett shoots, and it's good. Matt Willett now with 10 points. With 10 seconds left. And at the buzzer, Hale Mark scores for a final 90-63 victory for the Beekmantown Eagles, and we'll be back with a wrap-up.
Beekmantown Eagles control the tempo of the ball game, had an outstanding night from the three-point range. If they shoot like that from three-point range all season long, they're going to beat a lot of people. Marilyn Denny's going to present the trophy. Place plaque. Tim LeCount accepting.
And the Beekmantown Eagles are going to get the award for first place.
Got some totals for us, Mike?
For the Cougars, Andy Young finishes with 10 points. Connor McManus with 4. Tim Fay with 8 points. Nate Castine with 6. Travis Misek with 2. Tim LeCount finished with 17. He had a big first half, 14 points, but fouled out in the game. Alan Racine finishes with 6. Alan also fouled out. And Matt Willett finished with 10. Cougars had 1 3-pointer from Andy Young, and that was in the first half. For the Eagles, Corey Daniels finishes with 5. Emmanuel Charlemagne with 3. Nick Fortunatus with a big 19-point first half finishes with 26. Dennis Fowler with 5. Kelly Blake with 21 points, 12 in the second half. Kevin Lund finished with 7. Chris Perone with 4. Cale Marks with 2, and Ryan Donahue with 17. And the Eagles had a total of 12 3-pointers. 12 3-pointers. Corey Daniels with 3. Nick Fortunatus hit 5. Dennis Fowler hit 1. Kelly Blake hit 4. Kevin Lund hit 1. Cougars outscored in the second half by a 45-22 more at margin. And that's the story of the game. Pretty close in the first half, but blown away by the Beekmantown Eagles in the second half of this game. Tough loss for the Cougars, but they're going to have to learn to lose them, just like they learned how to win them. And the Cougars will see this team again next week, January 3rd. We'll be right back here for CVAC varsity action between the Beekmantown Eagles and the Northeastern Clinton Cougars. That's the way it was this 28th day of December 1994. Beekmantown 90, Northeastern 63.
59-36 in the third. In high school hoop tonight, Beekmantown taking on Northeastern Clinton in the championship game of the 6th annual Beekmantown Invitational. Let's take a look at some second quarter highlights. Nick Fortunatus, big game last night, another big game tonight. The 3-ball there for the Cougars. Nate Castine with the baseline hoop, and he gets bumped to the floor. Tim Fay then, the nifty steal, and he goes up for the deuce off the glass. Just before halftime, Ryan Donahue to Fortunatus, bombs away. He finished with 24, and Beekmantown wins it 90-63 in the consolation game. Franklin Academy over